One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He will not make a fair catch. Steal the punt and bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
On the ground, it's Martin. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Hey, third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Buys a little time with his feet. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for room. It's Haynes. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got the quick pass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
I Nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The sure hands. It's Kane. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Trying to run, it's Haynes. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Simmons. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 4 over Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Taylor wants to throw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the run, it's Hayes. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. Nice job there working the post route. Really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And what a nice job by the punt returner. First thing he does, secures the catch, and you could tell they set up the return. He reads his blocks really well, turns on the afterburners all the way to the end zone. Special teams coming up with the huge play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Back to work on offense now. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Gonna run it. It's Hayes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The toss sweep to the right. Find some fresh air. Got the first down and more. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. They want to run this quarterback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Taylor wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Martin. Oh, he's getting ahead. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out. But when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oregon. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot. You got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Now they'll try the right side. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. To the ground. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Taylor wants to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. To beat him to the corner on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Sends the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Got room to work. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now 1st and 10 from the 39. Get it out on the screen. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football, the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. Usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
They go to the ground, and he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Auburn lines up quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Direct snap. Touchdown, Tiger! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Formation for these receivers. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Taylor wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They points, a lot of yards, needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Taylor wants to throw it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Toss to the left. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense goes toss, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive
nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
So here comes the Auburn offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Makes the catch. It's Simmons. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Breaks into the open. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Gonna run it. It's Hayes. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Slithers into space. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he's got some space. The 20, 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 7 over Oregon. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Hayes. At the 35, he's open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll go to the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.